Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Duck Zone 503, and we are back coming to you live with another video, man. 2022 recruiting class is pretty much finished. I mean, we could get a couple more guys here and there, but for the most part, bro, it's pretty much done. I was waiting for this recruiting class to get completed so I could do this. So today, basically, I'm going to have one video breaking down the defensive recruits, and I'm going to have one video breaking down the offensive and special team recruits that we got. We got a load of new guys, a load of new talent, and I'm really impressed with what Dan Lanning did, man. I think it was like 23 days on the job after winning the national championship, and you go ahead and bring this class from 65th. I think I checked like last week. We were 65th in recruiting nationally. After signing day, what just happened yesterday, we are currently 17th in the country in recruiting and number one in the Pac-12, according to On3 Sports. Shout out On3 for that. So amazing. Dan Lanning, the man. We all knew the staff could recruit. The big question is, what can they do on the field? That's going to be, we're going to have to wait to see that. But we got some new guys. I want to let you guys know that I had an interview with the top signee, Devin Jackson. Go ahead and check that out on my last video. Great conversation, great young man. This guy is going to be great. That being said, this video is going to be about the defensive players. And that being said, we're going to get right into it. Devin Jackson, our biggest signee of this class so far. And I say so far because, you know, we got some guys maybe on the way. But anyways, let's get it, man. Devin Jackson, let's get it. Let's get into his tape here. I have to share my screen with you guys. Duh. Let me share my screen for you guys here. Share screen. Okay. All right. Boom. So now you guys should be able to see what's going on here. This window. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this moved for y'all. Okay. So here we go. We got Devin Jackson here. Let's start the tape. 6'2", 210, number 6 linebacker athlete. He's actually, according to, I got my info from 247 Sports here. I took down some scouting report notes from the scouts that from 247 Sports. I just went ahead and jotted down some of the main points they put in here about the athletes. And then I use Huddle, shout out Huddle for the film, and also a little bit of YouTube because I couldn't find film on some of these guys, and we'll get into that. But here we go. Devin Jackson, 6'2", 210. He was ranked as the 9th best linebacker in the 2022 class. So top 10 in his position. And he's the number 1 player in Nebraska. So the top ranked player in his state, top 10 in his position. ESPN top 300 player easily. One of the fastest linebackers in his class. And that's one thing you'll notice here is his parents were actually athletes. His dad played college football at Illinois, and his mom was a track athlete. So his speed was born in his genes pretty much. One thing I like is his speed and explosiveness as a blitzer or an edge rusher, whatever you want to use him as. You know, same thing pretty much. But yeah, his speed and explosiveness coming off that edge is definitely one thing he's going to use right off the bat. You can't teach speed. You know, that's just got to be given to you. His speed and ball skills project him as a standout coverage backer. That's one thing that Oregon really needed to shore up this season, is that over the middle passing, man, the intermediate, just over the middle passing. I mean, to tight ends or crossing routes in general. I mean, Oregon just didn't do a good job. I mean, it felt like when the ball was thrown over the middle, it was almost for 10, 15 yards a time, especially against Utah. So bringing in a guy like Devin Jackson, who has elite speed already. And yeah, I mean, you can't really teach speed. You just got to have it. And he has it. He can get in the way of pass. I mean, look here. Look, watch this coverage pass right here. This is one time. Oh, okay. He's getting to the ball. That was caused by his coverage, though. You've seen that. He did not allow a thing, and these quarterbacks know his speed, man. I mean, it's playing against him, trying to pass the ball must be like the NFL. I mean, these tight windows, because there might be a guy open, but with his closing speed, he's going to bat that thing down or intercept it and take it to the house. I mean, that's one thing I could say about Devin Jackson. If he intercepts that ball, watch out, because His speed is not ordinary linebacker speed. Here we go. What was I just saying? Oski. I was hoping he would take it to the house there and show his speed, but you can see him on offense here. Here, let's see his speed. Let's say this was an interception. Let's say this was boom, get away, breakaway speed. Look at him get away. Look at him. There he goes. There he goes. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, Devin Jackson, great speed. That's one thing that we can use him. I think year one, you're going to see him a lot on special teams because, you know, his tackling ability, his speed, he's definitely going to be very useful in special teams. That's where he's going to make his mark. I feel his first year, at least. He is definitely going to be a special player here. No doubt about it. I just think the first year with the talent we have, it's going to be hard for him to get in the rotation, but on special teams, he's going to be a great player. He's still on the raw side as far as his technique and using his hands. He does need to improve there a little bit and does need to add some additional bulk and strength, you know, especially at the college level. I don't think you're going to be getting to the quarterback as easily, you know, just on pure speed. There's going to be guys that know how to stop speed. You're going to need to, you know, add your frame a little bit. And we've talked about that in our interview if you guys want to go check that out. So there's Devin Jackson. I'm going to spend about 2 to 4 minutes on each recruit, if even 2, you know, on some of these guys. So there's Devin Jackson. I'm really excited about him. Now let's get to the next guy, cornerback Jaleel Tucker out of San Diego, California. Jaleel Tucker is ranked as the 9th best corner in the 2022 class and the number 8 player in all of California. So again, another guy who's top 10 in his position, who's top 10 in the state of California and with California athletes. Oh man, you got a plethora of talent there. So for him to be top 10 in California as a player, that's how you know you're getting somebody really special, really talented here. Look at that high point there. That was amazing. Great ball skills there. He signed with the Ducks in the early period on December 15th. So he's locked in with the flock. And he has a very long athletic frame, one of the fastest players in the state of California as well. So you add that long athletic frame with his speed. That is scary for a DB. That is very promising for a DB. And don't forget, he's still growing. His frame is really long and he's still growing. He's only 17, 18 years old. Excellent ball skills, as we've seen on the tape. You're going to see it plenty of times here. Him high point the ball and really get in the way of receivers with his long arms. Tough, competitive kid. Really fights for those balls. There it is again. And yeah, that's one thing, man. If you compare speed with length, that's something that's going to be really useful as a corner. There he is as a wide receiver, man. Great ball skills. Great ball skills. Watch this again. Imagine him at corner here. Oh, he just broke away from everybody. He was wide open. That was easy. Excuse me, guys. I'm battling a little bit of a sickness. I don't know if you guys hear it in my voice, but trying to get better here. But yeah, there is Jaleel Tucker for you guys. I mean, I think the speed and length is something you're going to see very common here in the backfield, and we'll get to that. Let's go to the next guy. Let's go to his buddy here, Jaleel Florence. Jaleel Florence. He is also from San Diego, California. Jaleel Tucker and Jaleel Florence are very close. Jaleel Florence here is ranked as the 11th best DB in the 22 class and number 9 player in the state of Cali. So you're getting the number 8 and number 9 player overall in the state of California. You're getting the 9th best defensive back and the 11th best defensive back in the 22 class coming in. So, you know, the defensive backfield is going to be very rest assured, especially with guys already here like Dante Manning, 5-star, Triquez Bridges, very long and athletic guy as well. Jaleel Florence is a little bigger than Jaleel Tucker. He's 6'1.5", so just a little bit bigger, 180, same weight. He's a long athletic corner, and he was more of a basketball player coming into high school. Now his basketball background is definitely going to help him. Definitely helped him with his corner play. He's very physical with receivers and has a size and toughness to really just bully those receivers that he plays against. I don't know if he's going to be able to bully receivers technically in college, just because there's going to be guys not just his size or not, maybe even, you know, bigger. There's definitely bigger, especially at Stanford, bigger receivers. So it's going to be hard to be a bully the way he was in high school here. He's definitely going to have to learn his technique. But the thing that is good about him is his speed and quickness, and he can really turn with wide receivers. He's a very fast and very quick corner as well, and has a big frame to really use his size as a corner, good size as a corner to not get bullied up. And look at that. That's what I was just talking about. His speed and quickness to the ball just got there in an instant. Great play there. Here he is again in coverage. Gets that ball, finds it, and has it. He's going to return it. Nice. Yeah, that's one thing I could say about Jaleel Tucker and Jaleel Florence is that these guys have great length and great size to their room, and great speed. With Kamari Terrell as well coming in, I argue that this DB room for Oregon is probably the fastest and longest DB room that we've had. I'm just being real. I mean, I know we've had some great DBs, some fast DBs, but overall, each guy, I think this is the longest, definitely the longest, like with their arm length wise, room we've had in the fast. Man, these guys are fast, dude. So very excited for the DB room. And Jaleel Florence was a huge signing. He signed on signing day, and he also runs track. So just an athlete all around, great athlete all around, excellent ball skills, ball awareness. Very excited, very promising and exciting for the DB room. All right, let's move on. We got safety Treyjohn Williams. Now I couldn't find his film on Huddle. I could only find, I think there was like his middle school days, which I didn't want to bring that up. So I found this guy, Kurt Magoosh Sports. Shout out him. He's got some film on Treyjohn Williams here that he's able to provide us. And he's a safety, Treyjohn Williams. He's 5'11", 180, so a little bit undersized for a safety, but his vertical is really what will make up for that. This guy can jump out of the building. He's ranked as the 25th best DB in the 22 class and the number 3 player in the state of Oregon. He's a hometown kid, 5'11", 180. Possesses closing speed to break on the ball. He can break up passes. Great closing speed. You're going to see this a few times. Look at this. He high points the ball here on this play. And looks like Kurt Magoosh is reviewing this for a few times for you guys to see. So great at ball skills there, at high pointing it with just one hand and grabbing that. That was a great play. Returning it, you can see the speed there. Great vertical. Like I said, he was a basketball player as well. Can go up and snatch that ball. Also, what you're going to see here on his film is he's a very sure tackler, very big hitter. Doesn't let many receivers get past him. So, that's a good thing to see. He doesn't have great height, but, he plays bigger than he is. You can see that, especially with that vertical. It really helps when you're a short player, if you can have hops. Great returnability there. Let's see. Played for Jefferson High School here in Portland. Shout out. Jefferson High School. I live here in Portland. I know exactly where that's at. Jefferson more being a basketball school than a football school, though. I'm gonna let Treyjohn Williams film play out here. I'll be back in like 5. Give me like not 5 seconds. That's taking a little. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna go grab a cup of water. Treyjohn Williams, y'all. All right, sorry about that, guys. Throat was getting a little bit dry there. All right. So yeah, there we go. There we have it. Treyjohn Williams, 4-star. Another defensive back guy. I think Oregon's definitely building for the future here in the defensive backfield. Definitely very young defensive backfield. Definitely very promising. All right, let's get to the next guy. 4-star linebacker Harrison Taggart. Now, I just watched his tape a little bit ago, and I came away really impressed with this guy. Here we go. Let's start it up. He is ranked as the 35th best linebacker in the 2022 class, and he is the 5th best here. Let me make sure this is right here. Real quick, just make sure I give you guys the right information here. Harrison Taggart. Okay, yeah, Harrison Taggart is the 39th best linebacker in the country and the 5th best player in Utah. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, and he is the all-time leader He's the all-time leader in tackles and making tackles in the history of Corner Canyon's football program. So his high school, he led that stat category in tackles all time. Best tackler all time at that high school. So congratulations to Harrison Taggart. And one thing that I see about this guy, dude, he reminds me so much of Troy Dye. Troy Dye, the former Oregon linebacker here. Also, I think he ended his career as being the all-time leader in tackles at Oregon. So I think he has a future of doing that as well. I mean, in high school, you look at his tape, he's also undersized as a linebacker a little bit, 6'2", 200. I mean, that's not crazy, scary size. And I think he moves well because of that. I think that's why he got a lot of tackles, definitely quick slips and slides. You can see it, the way he slips and slides in between the tackles and gets there. That just reminds you so much of Troy Dye. And earlier on the film there, he had like a little arm tackle, and he got the guy down on just one arm, and it just reminds me so much of Troy Dye. This guy does. It's really weird. It's like you could, if I didn't know who this was, I'd be like, is that Troy Dye in high school? Because just the way he just slips through those tackles, man. I mean, watch here. Look at 3 guys. He just gets there, man. He just battles. I'm really excited to see Harrison Taggart. I think this guy can make tackles anywhere on the field. Great tackler. Doesn't let guys get by him. That's what I love to see with linebackers. Love to see it. I wonder how he does in coverage at the college level. We'll see. But yeah, there we have it. Harrison Taggart there. Let's move on. Okay, so now we got D-lineman, 4-star D-lineman, Ben Roberts. Let's start up his film here. So Oregon adding a D lineman, Ben Roberts, always useful to add those big guys up front. D linemen get filtered out more than probably any position on the field. So it's always good to add D linemen. Ben Roberts was the let's see here. He was the 35th best D lineman in the 22 class. So top 50 player in his position, and it was the number 3 player in all of Utah. So in Utah, top 5 player, very good. Top 3, number 3. He is 6'4", 290. So not tremendous, huge size, but I think being 6'4", 290, one thing you notice about him is that this guy can really move really well from left to right. If a guy doesn't block him and he comes off the edge there, you see how he can stop on a dime and really set his hips and get that tackle. That's one thing I think he's super athletic, big man, really athletic. He's not gonna bully you over or anything like that, but he's really good with his hands and really patient and really good with his eyes on seeing where the ball is and just getting that tackle. That's one thing I can see with him. So definitely excited. Forces the fumble there. They're using him a lot on the edge here on his high school tape. I don't know where if he'll be inside or outside on the edge at Oregon, but look at that, just bull over a guy. I don't know if you're going to see that at the college level with him, but good to see. Good to see. Look at that. Say that's what I'm talking about with athleticism. Almost got the interception as well. Tip pass. I mean, you could just, how many big guys do you know that could put their hands up and almost get that interception within 0.5 seconds? Like, this guy plugs up the hole, great with his eyes. He sees where the ball is. That's one thing with D linemen, that they have to have good eyes. They have to know where that ball is at in order to make that tackle. And that's one thing he gets through. So definitely excited for Ben Roberts there. Let's go to the next guy. Oh, whoops, don't want to do that. There we go. Okay. Boom. So next we got 3-star defensive back Kamari Terrell. Now this guy is a heavy 3-star. This guy is very, very fast. Probably can most definitely, to be real with you, is the fastest DB. Probably that's going to be in the room. Very fast, very fast. He's ranked as the 28th best DB in the 22 class, and he's overall the number 36 player in the state of Texas. Now, top 30 in your position group, and then you're ranked below that in as an overall player in your state. I mean, that just tells you how much talent is in Texas. So top 30 player in his class, another great fast signing, 6'1", 180, good size. Another DB with great speed and size. I think, like I said, I think he's the fastest DB in the room. I really do. So, that's one thing with this room that you're seeing, and overall in this recruiting process with Dan Lanning that I heard him talk about in his interview, is he's looking for speed. Okay. With Mario, what'd you hear a lot of? You heard a lot of strength, a lot of pounding, a lot of big guys, a lot of big strength. Well, I think Dan Lanning wants to bring back speed here at Oregon, not only on offense, but on defense. I think you need that speed on defense, to cover over the middle. And when you have a lot of speed on corners, that is going to help, cover these fast, great elite wide receivers. Because we all know today's game, wide receivers are changing the game, He also runs track as well. So a multi-sport athlete, which is great. He committed on January 28th, 22. And I've heard, if I was the coach, I'd honestly use him at safety. I like his size at 6'1", 180, and with his speed, I think safety is really good for him, especially with the talent you have at DB already. I think Kamari Terrell will be a great safety for Oregon, but we'll see what the coaches do with him. That's not confirmed. All right, let's move on. We got 3-star linebacker, in-state product, Marion Winston. Marion Winston went to Central Catholic High School. Up here, his brother, you probably, some Duck fans probably know that name, Winston. His brother, Lamar Winston, also went to Central and also played linebacker at Oregon. So very unique story there, having an older brother and a younger brother both play the same position and go to the same college. So we'll see how Marion's career turned out. Lamar's career was great, started at Oregon and stuff. So that was great. Funny story actually is Lamar, he was 2017 class, I'm pretty sure. Or I don't know if it was Elijah or Lamar. I'm pretty sure it was Lamar Winston though. That was a 2017 class, and my Centennial Eagles, I went to Centennial, shout out to the Eagles. We played Central, and Central was one of the top teams, obviously, every year. And we ended up beating them at home. So funny story there. But anyways, let's get back to it. Marion Winston here. He is ranked as the 28th best edge player in the 22 class, so top 30 in his position, and ranked as the number 4 player in Oregon. So always good to sign in-state product. Always good to keep them in-house. Standing 6'3", 240, has really good size at linebacker. I really like that size already, 6'3", 240. Probably in college, you're going to want to have him hit the weights and really bulk up that frame. You can play him as a stand-up or an edge and put his head or put his hand down, whatever you want to use him. You can stand him up at the edge or put his hand down in the dirt, whatever you want to do. Could be used as a pass rusher. Just because of his size, you know what I mean? Also, his linebacker background gives him opportunities to cover backs and tight ends in the passing game. So, you get him on the line there. You could stand him up. You see him there standing up at the edge. At linebacker, if you want to put him there, he has the ability to cover. Really athletic guy with great size overall. And great to see that he's from Oregon, man. I love guys from Oregon staying home. Another thing that was written down is he finds way to get to the ball and force turnovers and force fumbles. And it's been written down by scouts that he's done that. He's forced fumbles several times for long gains back to the house. So very good there. Has a knack to getting that ball out. I just seen there, like when he tackles, he really, puts his eyes on the ball. That's one thing I really like about linebackers is when they really force fumbles. And that's one thing you're going to see with the Marion is just, keep trying to scratch and claw for that ball with every tackle he does. And with his size, the way he can move, the future is the limit for this guy. Has kind of a body type like Noah Sewell almost. And if he can move really well like that, I think you see a Noah Sewell type player, to be real with you. All right, let's move on. Let's get to the next guy. So we have 3-star athlete Anthony Jones. So I couldn't find much film on him, but this is what I could find. Shout out Will Levi, Nevada Prep Report here. He has a 54-second video. It's not going to give us a whole bunch of film, but let's get into it. He's ranked as the 33rd best athlete in the 22 class. So ranked as an athlete. I think Oregon's going to use him at linebacker, and number 9 player in Nevada. He's also teammate with Sir Mells. We'll get to Sir Mells here in a bit. Standing 6'5", 242. Again, a great linebacker with really great size, 6'5", 242. That's amazing. Amazing size for a linebacker. Exactly what you want. I really like his size and frame. You can use him, just like a Marion pretty much. Is you put your hand on the dirt, he has the size to do that, or stand him up and bring him off the edge. Oh, I think he's playing offense right there. But yeah, he's or a tight end. He's also used as a tight end in his high school. But Oregon's going to use him at linebacker. Yeah, they're just showing tight end film. But yeah, Anthony Jones, really excited, really like his size. And yeah, welcome to the flock. 3-star athlete. Okay, now we have 3-star D lineman, his teammate Sir Mells here, both from the Vegas area, Anthony Jones and Sir Mells. So Sir Mells was really is really a dope dude. He joins the Twitter Spaces and always talks to Duck fans, and I feel like he's also a great recruiter for this 22 class, trying to get guys in. He was able to get his teammate Anthony Jones to come, so that's good. Let's get his film going here. He's ranked as the 144th best D lineman in the 22 class. So still top 150 in your position group. That's damn good. And number 13th player in all of Nevada. So top 20 in your state. Really good size, 6'4", 310. You're looking at like a Jordan Scott type player with big size who plugs up the hole, plugs up the run up the middle. He signed with Oregon early on December 15th. And man, yeah, you can just see this guy is really a monster. I think you're going to, his first couple of years here at Oregon, he's going to have to learn the ropes at D-line. He's going to have to fill out his body, hit the weights, really get, a better athletic body. But I do really like his size. He plugs up that hole, really moves his feet well, and is just a savage, man. Just really gets in there and disrupts things for everybody. Look, here he is, man, getting to the quarterback really good. But yeah, definitely want to get him in the hitting the weights and fill out his frame, and he's going to be a dominant big old beast right there up in the middle. All right, so let's get to the transfers here. So I only have film on one of the transfers. It was very hard to find film on these guys. So I have DB Christian Gonzalez here. Christian Gonzalez is a sophomore. He's a Colorado transfer. He's 6'2", 200. He started all 6 games in his freshman season in 2020 for Colorado. He finished with 53 tackles and 5 passes defended this last season. And the biggest asset I think Gonzalez brings is his experience in the DB room, because you look at the DB room, there's really not much experience. I mean, you got Triquez Bridges and Dante Manning, and other than that, it's going to be young guys. So bringing in a guy like this is going to be awesome. Started, his true freshman season, seen it, 6'2", 200, great size at corner. He's definitely going to be used, definitely going to be great. This is his senior season highlights here in high school. So I couldn't really find any Colorado highlights. I found one that was like just one play. I didn't really want to waste your guys' time with that. You guys can go check it out if you want. But yeah, Christian Gonzalez, I think this is a solid hire, or not hire, excuse me, a solid bring on here into the room for the DBs. Biggest thing is experience. So we also have 2 other guys here. We have Jordan Riley, D lineman Jordan Riley. He's 6'6". He's gonna be in his 6th year, so he's been around the block, brings experience. He's 6'6". He had 7 total. He only had 7 total tackles in this last year, so that's counting solo and assist. Didn't really play much with Nebraska, but he's experienced and he's absolutely a monster. I mean, 6'6", 330. I mean, come on. You got to use them, you know, and D linemen, this is the most shuffled. They shuffle in and out every 3 or 4 plays because these guys get tired. I mean, these are big guys that are battling each and every play in those trenches. So to have more bodies is great. To have experience is great, you know, because this whole team is young. So I love bringing in a guy like Jordan Riley, worked with Toyota. Tony Toyota is our D-line coach from Nebraska. He came here, so he has experience with him. So that's going to be great. And then we bring in another defensive lineman, Sam Tiamani. I couldn't find film on these two guys. Also, Jordan Riley, Sam Tiamani. I tried my best, guys. But Sam Tiamani is another transfer we bring in. He's a junior, Washington transfer. He started at Washington, 6'2", 330, another big guy at 330 pounds. It's absolutely a monster. He played in 11 of 12 games last year, starting in 10 of them. So started at UW for them. UW doesn't, you know, they didn't have the best season, but 43 total tackles. That's a lot of tackles for a D lineman, 19 solo, 24 assists. He had 1 fumble recovery, 2 pass deflections this last season. So Sam Tiamani was a disruptor for sure, and bringing starting caliber talent from Washington. You can never argue with that. So two great guys that we can have on the line, and that covers the defensive recruits. Now we could see more, who knows, but for the most part, we got it covered. We've seen the film. I'm going to make another video for the offensive guys right after this and dive into that. I appreciate everybody watching, and make sure you guys subscribe if you want more content. Follow at DuckZone503 on Instagram and Twitter. I'm really active on my social medias and making sure you guys get the updates first thing, faster than my YouTube. So make sure you do that, and make sure you subscribe and join the family, and go Ducks.